Incense, Part 4. I am Reverend Imran Shuker. Incense, Part 4. I am Reverend Imran Shuker. Where is incense used in the Mass? Purification or incension is an expression of reverence and of prayers, as is signified in sacred scripture. Psalm 141, then the book of Revelation, chapter 8, verse 3. Incense may be used optionally in any form of Mass. Number A. During the Entrance Procession. Number B. At the beginning of Mass, to incense the cross and the altar. Number C. At the procession before the Gospel and the proclamation of the Gospel itself. Number D. After the bread and the chalice have been placed on the altar, to incense the offerings, the cross, and the altar, as well as the priest and the people. Number E. At the elevation of the host and the chalice after the consecration. Incense is also used on Holy Thursday during the procession with the Blessed Sacrament to the altar of repose. At the Easter Vigil, 5 grains of encapsulated incense, most often made to look like red nails, are embodied in the paschal candles. These 5 grains of incense represent the 5 wounds of Jesus Christ, one in each hand, one in each foot, and the spear thrust into his side. At funeral masses, the earthly remains of the deceased and the catafalque may be incensed, and also the graveside at the burial service. Use of incense outside of the Mass. Incense is used by the Church in many areas outside of the Mass. Near the end of the 4th century, the pilgrim Sylvia witnessed use of incense at the vigil office of the Sunday in Jerusalem. Many individuals today, both clerical and lay, include the burning of incense as part of their praying of the Liturgy of the Hours or during private prayers of their own formulation. The Roman Order's liturgical books from the 4th to the 40th centuries documents the use of incense at the Gospel reading, at the offertory, and a benediction of the Blessed Sacrament. Incense is used in various solemn processions, graveside services, the blessing of the dedication of new churches, cemeteries, and items such as new altars, new church bells, new sacred vessels, and newly acquired copies of the Book of the Gospels. Incense is also used in the rites of consecrations, consecrating of the carriage and the blessing of the other holy oils, and during the singing of the Gospel canticle at solemn morning and evening prayer of the divine office. Grains of incense are placed into a spectre of newly consecrated altars along with the relics of saints to represent the burial rite of the ancient martyrs and to symbolize the prayers of the saints to whom the relics belongs. Incense is burned atop new altars as they are undergoing the process of consecration prior to their first use. Finally, pregnancies and myrrh are often blessed at the Mass of the Feast of the Epiphany to commemorate the visitation of the biblical Magi to the baby Jesus. This incense is distributed to the attendees for use at their own family altars and to reserve for use at the coming Easter to prepare their home paschal candles. The Catholic faith is a liturgical faith. It makes use of all five of our senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. This is certainly by design, as each sense aids us in availing ourselves for the salvific grace flowing from the holy sacrifice of the cross. This is precisely why every effort should be used to employ all of our senses whenever possible during the celebration of the sacred liturgy. In more concise terms, the smells and the bells most certainly do matters. Thanks for watching Heaven Eternal Home. God bless you all.